What's going on, everybody? Eric Bourassa here, and welcome to my music school. I normally am recording from home, but we're doing student videos all week, so I've got all my recording equipment up here, and I didn't want to miss this opportunity to bring you Transgressor by Stryper. This is another excellent song from Stryper. This song has such a killer opening riff. Check this out. Woo! And then it just explodes from there. Oh. By the way, we're in drop D. We are tuned down a whole step, and they might be in drop C tuning. I'm not totally sure about that, but you don't have to go to drop C tuning to be able to pull off this song. So the main riff is on your open D string. And again, I'm going to talk like I'm in standard tuning, even though we're tuned down a whole step. So we're going to start, we've got this very classic metal and rock technique where you do a pull-off and then a pick. A pull-off to an open string and then a pick. So what do I mean by that? You're going to pluck the 3rd fret on the 4th string, pull off to open, and then pluck the open again. When you pull off to open, it's really important that you don't end up pulling the other strings. Right? So you're going to have to work, if you're not used to this, getting a very forceful pull-off with the tip of your index finger, but in a very small amount of space. So a lot of force in a small amount of space, because if you move your finger too far, then it hits the other strings, and if you're not forceful enough with it, you don't get a strong enough of a pull-off. So we got 3 pull, pick, and then we're going to do the same thing at 5. 5 pull, pick, 7 pull, pick, and then same thing at 8. So 3, 5, 7, 8. Now we do 7 to 8, and we only do a single pull off, no extra pick afterwards. Okay, so we've got, again, pluck, pull, pluck, 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 pull. Okay? And that's real common, and it's a cool little technique you can steal and use and just make up your own riffs. And just move it around to the open strings. After that first part, we're going to start then from 8, and we're gonna go down in thirds like a sequence. We're gonna go 8 to 5, 7 3, 5 2, and we're just in the D natural minor scale here. So 8 5 7 3 5 2, and again we got 8 pluck pull, or 8 pull pluck, 5 pull pluck, 7 pull pluck, 3 pull pluck, 5 pull, 2 pull. I don't know if you guys have ever tried teaching on YouTube. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes to trim on your words. Anyway, all right. So that's basically the main riff, and then it starts over. So we do 3, 5, 7, 8, 7, 8 again, but then this time we're gonna go 8, 5, 7, 3, 5. And you're gonna stop on that 5 and do a pinch harmonic. If you're not aware of what a pinch harmonic is, you're going to pluck the 4th string with your pick and then graze the edge with the side of your thumb. So you can do that in like a 2-step technique. Pluck, graze with the thumb. Pluck, graze with the thumb. And experiment on different points along the string. You'll get different harmonics. And eventually, practice with that 2-step process, but then eventually you'll get to where you pluck and graze with the thumb at the same time. And then another key thing for Stryper and for Michael Sweet and Oz Fox is and heavy metal in general, make your vibrato really extreme. There we go. Something kind of like that. All right, so now we go back to the beginning. We do everything the same as before. Last time through, we're going to go just 8, 5, 7, stop on 5. Okay, and then we're into the main riff. After the main riff, pretty simple. We just have some power chords. So D5, 5th fret of the 5th string, up to 8, F5, down to 3, C5, up to G5 at 10. And then we do it again, D5, F5, C5, but then this G5 at the 3rd fret on string 6. And then we're in the verse. The verse actually goes to E flat at the 6th fret on string 5. And then we have this little walk down, and that's not where we're actually going to play. We're going to play probably there. So that little walk down. By the way, Michael Sweet's voice is incredible. The guy's like 60 years old. And his voice is just, yeah! And trying to figure out some of this song, slowing the song down on YouTube, hearing the vibrato in his voice and his tone control. I mean, the guy is incredible. Anyway, so we're going to go 5-3 on the 4th string, and then 6 on string 5. And the reason we're going to do that is because it puts us in position for starting the riff over. Right? So we got, again for the verse. Right? Sets us up there. There's other places you can play it, but I think that's the best place to play that. Okay, cool. And then when we get to the chorus, it's just E5 at 7 on the 5th string to 3, which is C5, G5 on string 6, 3rd fret, and then D5, 5th fret on the 5th string. And then you can connect that D5 to E5 with that E flat. A5. And then we're back to the riff. So that's really all the riffs. The only other part of the song mostly is the solo. There are a couple of cool little ending riffs at the end of the song. Let me know if you have questions about that and you want me to dive into it. I'm really just giving an overview of the main parts of the song. For the solo, I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas that you can use. I didn't transcribe it note for note, but the general structure of it is we're in like D natural minor for Michael Sweet's first half of the solo, and then the second half with Oz Fox, I think it's like D harmonic minor, so you get that raised 7th instead of, you get C sharp instead of C natural. For that solo, walking into it, you could do something like, okay, so I'm faking my way through that. The important thing is where you're starting and where you're ending for that first phrase. So I'm starting on B flat, all the way up at the 18th fret of the 1st string, and then walking down to 17 and 15, and then we do the same thing on the next string, 18, 17, 15, and then I would probably walk down to 13 on the 2nd string, and then on the 3rd string, 15 and 14. And then I would put some kind of a sequence with it. So maybe you go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of different ways you could do that. But the easiest thing you could do is just kind of tremolo pick with your picking hand, and just move your fingers real fast in the fretting hand if you got good coordination there. I don't know, something like that. Kind of play with it, but I wouldn't stress too much about playing it exactly how he's playing it. I think my favorite sequence is going down in threes, 1, 2, 3, back up, 1, 2, 3, back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, back up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, end on that A. So you want to start on this B flat and end on this A. Then he jumps kind of down here, like 3, 5, 7, and 3, 5, 7 on strings 4 and 3. Just play your favorite sequences in there. And then he does like this little walk down. Something like that. On the first string, we could go like 10, 8, 7 or 10, 8, 6. Second string, 10, 8, 6. And then on the third string, 9, 7, 5. And then maybe end on F. So if we put it all together so far, hang out in this area to start the solo. Then hang out in this area for the next part of the solo. And then hang out in this area for the next part. Then for the tapping section, kind of play, you can play with this. Okay, so do it kind of like Eddie Van Halen style, 8 and 10 on the first string. And then maybe to 15, tap on 15. So you could just do, let's see, if we did this Eddie Van Halen style, we'd go 15, 8, 10, 17, 8, 10, 18, 8, 10, 20, 8, 10, right? And you can sort of improvise within those constraints. The other thing you could do is just go up and back. But I think I like the Eddie style better. And it's a little easier. Right? Okay, so all of Michael Sweet's solo is kind of in this area. And then he kind of like walks up. Something along those lines. So sorry, I'm faking my way through it. I didn't have more time to get into the nitty gritty of doing it exactly note for note, but like here would be a way you could kind of, here's kind of my faked version through it. Right, okay, and then Oz Fox's solo kind of starts like with like this harmonic minor stuff. So just play D natural minor and raise your seventh up a half step. And it sounds like he's starting on G, so you could go like G on the third string, and then on the second string, A, B flat, C sharp, D. And then from there, you could do some D minor pentatonic, some D blues, and just have fun with it. Let me know if you have any specific questions about the solo, and I'll do my best to try and address them. Okay, so that is basically Transgressor from Stryper. Hopefully I've hit all of the main riffs, especially that intro and the chord progressions, and kind of an outline of an idea of what to do in the guitar solo, at least kind of giving you these boxes, these little playgrounds to go to. And I think the only thing I really left out was a couple of the nuanced changes that happened towards the end of the song. So if you guys have lots of questions about this, I will do my best to try and jump back in here and answer those But otherwise, if you dig Stryper, if you dig shred guitar, if you just dig good rockin' music and guitar-related content, stick around here for all things guitar stuff. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next times.